Oh. Oh. Okay. Y'all want to do a new hole? Is it new hole time? Before we determine assholage, it's time to get a little thirsty. For real this time. Am I the asshole for not inviting a friend to my wedding due to her behavior at the last wedding she went to? I, 25F,
That's the power of the PSP, baby.
Have a friend called Morgan, 27F. Morgan and I have been drifting apart in recent years due to our differing opinions of how she handled a situation at our other friend's, 25F, wedding in 2019. This is 4 years ago. Lucy had asked Morgan to make some desserts and sweet treats for the reception, and she agreed. This was the only food that was going to be at the reception other than cocktail sandwiches. They agreed on the price. For the sake of simplicity, let's say $500 for all baked goods. This isn't what they actually offered. It was much more. Because when they organized this, Lucy and her partner were solely paying for the wedding. About 7 months before the wedding, Lucy's parents offered to pay for the remaining fees, which they took up. This meant they theoretically had more money to pay Morgan for the food she was making. This is how it looked on paper, but in reality, the money was swallowed up quickly by other fees and whatnot. I guess Morgan found out about the extra money at the wedding and tried to ask Lucy for more, but Lucy refused because she literally didn't have it. Morgan wanted $2,000 instead of $500. So she took all the baked goods and put them back in her truck so no one had anything to eat for most of the reception? At the reception? Holy fuck! Hey, I know we agreed on this months and months and months and months and months before the wedding and before the reception, but now that we're here and I heard you had more money, you're gonna pay me more money or I'm gonna pack up all the stuff we already fucking agreed on? Holy shit! Lucy was obviously having a breakdown and her partner / the families of the married couple / all our friend group were trying to convince her to bring the food back, but she refused. Luckily, some people went and ordered a ton of pizzas, burgers, milkshakes, etc., and the wedding was saved, but it caused so much unnecessary stress. Right? Literally blackmailing your friend on the day of the wedding. Holy fuck. I have sort of stopped talking to Morgan, but she is vaguely in the friend group because she's loosely related to Lucy, and she's been trying to get over it because they see each other at family gatherings. Anyway, I announced my engagement in December and we're getting married in August 2023. Everyone but Morgan is invited. I'm not trying to be a bitch. She has shown herself to be very vindictive and calculated in her malicious actions since this wedding debacle, and the last thing I want is her kicking off. We have a separate group chat that Morgan is not in, but she knows I'm getting married and is upset that she's not invited. She called me and asked why I couldn't invite her. I told her that 1, we're not friends. Even before Lucy's wedding, we were more acquaintances. And 2, her behavior at Lucy's wedding has made me doubt her maturity, and I want my day to be special. I know I can't prevent everything from happening at my wedding, but if I can remove one factor, someone who's known for being argumentative and vindictive, for my own anxiety, then fine. Now she's trying to convince Lucy to convince me to let her come. Morgan is super upset at me and my fiance. Am I the asshole? Boo-hoo, bitch! Get out of here! Fuck off! Absolutely not the asshole. Right, it's their wedding, it's their choice who comes. Listen, if it was my wedding, I would absolutely want to dictate who does and who does not come. You have to have permission from me to come, okay?
No.
You have to explicitly get my permission to come at to my wedding. Okay?
I am your cool slutty daddy.
Anyway, not the asshole, though I do think you should have kept Lucy out of it. You should have just left it as I never thought of us as friends and left it at that. Okay, here we go. New Dickie, we ready? Am I the asshole for telling my brother he can't see my son after a road trip that he took him on? 71K? Holy shit! My 9-year-old son Cameron spent his spring break on a road trip with my brother Jackson. My son came back home today, and all of the clothes that I packed for him were untouched. He was wearing today what he was wearing on Monday. I asked my son when was the last time he showered, and he said on Monday, when he and his uncle took a shower at the pool. I asked why he didn't shower the other days. He just shrugged. I had to bathe him and wash his clothes twice. I asked my brother what was up with my son not showering for 4 days. He said my son just didn't shower, but he made sure that he did brush his teeth and wash his feet. I told him that he was irresponsible and I can't trust him with my son anymore. Therefore, he can't see him unless me or his mom is there. My brother told me I was way overreacting and just letting him be a boy. Huh. Not the be a boy. Yeah, right? See, not showering while camping is not weird. Only washing feet, fucking weird. Right. It didn't sound like camping. It was a road trip. Yeah, getting weird vibes from both parties. Top comment. There are worse things than a 9-year-old not showering for a few days, I think. But does your brother have children of his own? How old is your brother? He might need a bit more instructions on the do's and don'ts of traveling with a 9-year-old, including making sure that they shower regularly and wear clean clothes. And then the commenter below says, this is irrelevant to hygiene and some common fucking sense. T, absolutely, absolutely. If boys will be boys is your excuse, then that's exactly why he needs to bathe. Right. Let's check the next highest comment. I'm so confused by these comments. Like, y'all are comfortable in justifying that a child hasn't taken a shower for days is okay. That's concerning, and he was in the care of his uncle. The uncle should have made sure he was taking care of his nephew's hygiene. To say he's just being a boy is feeding him the wrong thing and breeds the behavior of having poor hygiene is good. T. Yeah. Yeah, no. OP, you're not an asshole. Your brother didn't take care of your son. Done. Kids get messy. 4 days of not even changing clothes. Yeah. No. F all of that. As someone who has very smelly feet, I do get washing your feet, but at that point, why just not shower? Yeah, like not showering if they were camping makes sense, but not changing clothes. Right. I don't think that they were camping. Let me go through. Maybe there's more context. God, Reddit is fucking wild. Pretty much everyone was like, it's just a couple days. No one's an asshole. What the fuck? Shut the fuck. Anyway, Reddit is a fucking wild cesspool of bullshit. Okay, here we go. New Dickie. You ready? Am I the asshole for kicking my son's girlfriend out of our house? My husband, 58M, and I, 56F, recently met my son's, 24M, girlfriend for the first time. He's been crazy about her. Apparently, they've been dating for a year before he decided to have her meet us officially. What he's told us about her all seems great. She just got her degree, was enjoying her job, family-oriented, etc. I'm honestly just glad he's happy with her. My husband and I don't think he's ever been this into someone before, so I feel pretty bad about what I did. They ring the doorbell, we open the door, she looks exactly like her pictures, which is a great start. My son is grinning ear to ear, another great start. We invite them in, she accepts my hug and a firm handshake from my husband, and then she opens her mouth. I'm the one your son puts his penis in. That's fucking funny. Oh my God. Okay. I gotta come at this from the context that I'm the parent here. I would laugh for 15 fucking minutes straight Oh, okay, I gotta keep going. To be frank, I was appalled. I expected my husband to laugh. Both he and my son are jokesters, as annoying as it can be, I love it. But this was just too much for me. Maybe I'm reserved, but of all things she could have shared about my son, she told us that. One look at my face and my husband knew how much I disapproved. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So the husband was like, maybe I let my expectations get too high and it's unfair to have them, but I reiterate, of all things to say to her boyfriend's parents, whom she'd never met, she chose that. My son was amused at first, but when he noticed my reaction, his face dropped. I felt like he'd sold me the full package, everything he'd always been looking for in a girlfriend. I was too disturbed by the visual it put in my head, and it translated into anger. I told her to get out, and I wanted to say more about how gross it made me feel, but I fortunately left it at that. My son didn't want to go, insisting I give her another chance, but I was too... Oh, literally... You big baby! Your kid has sex. I don't know how to tell you this, but your son is an adult. They have sex. This was funny. Maybe she crossed a boundary there, but maybe be like, hey, that made me uncomfortable. Maybe we stay away from topics like that. Not just get out of my house, you know? He's 24! Right! But I was too fed up and uncomfortable by this point. Even my husband, who's enjoyed his share fare of raunchy jokes, wouldn't let up. They left and I immediately felt guilty. This was something my son had really looked forward to, and I feel like I took that away over a dumb joke. I tried calling to apologize, but he hasn't responded. My husband thinks she's the one who should apologize. I'm considering giving her another chance, but before I do, was I the asshole? Oh my God, there's a fucking novel of an edit. Edit, I should clear some things up. My husband had no part in my reaction. I did the kicking out, not him. I don't want him taking the fall for this. He said she should apologize, but I'm not expecting an apology. Sorry for the confusion. My son lives in a nearby state. He also hasn't dated anyone seriously for a while, maybe a couple of years. He told us before that he wouldn't bring anyone home unless he's sure he wants a future with her. We've been asking to meet her ever since he told us about her, but he wanted to be ready. The comment about her looking like her pictures shows my age. Sorry for that. He's only shown us her photos she's sent him, as he apparently didn't have any of them together. He hates taking pictures, and apparently she's always teasing him about it. I don't think he'd ever lie about who she is, but it's just a parental concern I've subconsciously had. I felt the same way about my daughter's then boyfriend when we first met him. I don't have any criteria that either of my kids' spouses need to meet. I just hope my kids are happy with them. What I meant by her being the full package was indicative of what he's told us about her. As his parents, we have a good idea of what he looks for in a partner, and she's checked off everything based on what we've been told. And on top of everything, aside from what she said, her appearance was how she presented it to be. Again, we aren't strict about appearances. It's just a relief to have met someone for the first time and they look like you'd expect. My husband said that I was worried about secondhand catfishing. If that's even a thing. I guess that's how anxious. I like this. I like the dad. Just so you know, Reddit voted not the asshole. So let's get into some comments. I think they both fucked up. Yeah, probably. I think the son and the girlfriend talked about it and the dad didn't react how the son thought. Right. All right. Yeah, let's look at some comments here. Okay, fucking top comment here. Not the asshole. I'm pretty liberal and open-minded. Are you? But for fuck's sake, I'd never lead with that meeting my BF's parents for the first time or say that ever. I'm pretty open-minded, but I would never say that ever. Are you? Like, seriously, you open the door and what flies out of her mouth? Was she nervous? Did she seem embarrassed at all? Did she try to apologize? Is there anything that you could explain in appropriate hours? You apologize, wow, how's after you? Neither of you can do anything to change what happened, and it's up to her to accept the apologies or not. Don't beat yourself up. If she's decent at all, she'll understand. If she's not, then maybe good riddance. Wow! I'm open-minded, but maybe good riddance. Are we voting OP asshole? Are we assholing here? I think the GF made a mistake, but she overreacted. Yes, absolutely. She was uncomfortable in the moment and did apologize afterwards. Right. Yeah, I guess we have to, if no one's an asshole, we'd have to say that OP is not an asshole. I think she overreacted. I think it was kind of a bum move, but I don't think anyone's an asshole here. And OP sounds like she wants to redo the whole situation. Right, yeah. She felt so guilty for kicking them out. I think she apologized. The son is upset, obviously. Half hole, yeah, half hole. There we go. I've said stupid stuff the first time I've met people and had it done to me. Sometimes the first meet is hard, especially if you're a nervous or awkward person. Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's we're going not asshole. We're going not asshole. For some reason I didn't think it would be that fucking big. Holy shit, it's massive. It's fucking gigantinormous. And now I'm gonna film myself smacking tires with it.